Jones, fresh off an impressive 2-home-run performance, he'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Portland Sea Dogs and the Harrisburg Senators. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. So 2 down, Jones, getting ready to hit, showing some real power recently, serious power numbers over the last 10 games. This level of baseball is such a grind, but by all accounts, he's been able to roll with the many challenges of the road and retain his focus. Can't come up with it.
Safe, he's good.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 12, Matt.
We head back to the top of the lineup.
Now batting,
Dalen
right
Lyle now at the plate.
Lyle.
0-1 now. Line drive to center field.
Relay.
And he makes a spectacular catch. Come on. On that catch, he was really going full tilt. Good job to track the ball in the air and hang on for the out. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Jones. Reached on an infield single the first time. Hard liner. And foul ball. We're in the 4th inning, no score. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Lead runner turns at second. The relay throw. In there. He's safe. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. So with a runner at second and one away, stepping up to the plate for Harrisburg, number 82. In the air, out towards right center, Jones, gliding to the left, pulls it down. Runner tags at second, throw cut off to third, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. It doesn't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. From sunken courtyards to flying buttresses, AC Hines Architecture can help with all your building needs. Use promo code HOLLY for 10% off your first project with them. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases here. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. So digging in, Jones, 4 for 4 with 2. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Man on at first. Coming to the dish now for Harrisburg, TJ White. The pitch. This out to center. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Jones made some. Here comes the closer. And here's the catcher, Daniel Sousa. Already a homer for him in this one. And that's a base hit. Runner around third. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. It's a 3-run game at 6-3.
Now batting, right
And now
fielder,
the right fielder, Nick Schnell, 1 for 3.
Now.
Dive, got it. The feed for 1 and 2 in time to first for the double play. That should have been a hit, but the shortstop somehow turned it into a double play.
Now
Great job to dive and knock it down before starting the twin kill. That's a base hit. Run scores. Two outs and a runner at first. Next to hit for the Senators, Cortland Lawson. Ground ball up the middle through for a base hit. The tying run is aboard. Digging in for the Senators, Vance Honeycutt.
The center fielder, number 1, Vance Honeycutt.
Base hit. Coming to the plate. Scores easily. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by 1. Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th. Liendo. The underhand flip. And that's the ball game. Jones notches his 10th save of the season. So 2 down. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Jones. Dives but can't make the catch. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jones.
Number 11.
1 for 1 with a single so far. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. Now this is belted to right. It's carrying on the warning track and hauls it in. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Sea Dogs lead it 1-0. Work on your breath and find your center while surrounded by your fellow primates at Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Skies it out towards left center. Should be extra bases. But won't get there. It's into the gap. Round second, going for third. That's a leadoff triple. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. They call the triple the most exciting play in baseball, and you see why right there. Got that one pretty good and put it into the gap, and he turned on the Jets to get a chance at 3. Excellent job to get the triple. Hammered down the line, should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. And it's a 2-out double. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Ground ball to second. Nice stop. From his knees, the throw. And that is a great play for the out. I can't say enough about the effort on this play. He dove to keep the ball from getting past him and recognized he had to get a throw off quick. So he lets it loose from his knees and he gets the out. Smoked to first, but caught. And that ends the inning. 1 runner left aboard. Trying to eke out at least 1 run and send this ball game to extras.
No.
Another full count pitch. Wallops this one out towards right center. It bangs off the wall. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Here's the relay to the plate, and he's safe. Tie ball game. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and he maintains focus and delivers with a great swing. This game shows just... Jones is on a tear so far this season. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Jones. Line to right, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2. Starts the afternoon off right with a double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. 2 down. So up next, Jones. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Swing and a drive. It slams off the bottom of the wall. Here comes the throw. In safely with a double, second of the day. Some excellent swings for him in this game as he notches extra base hit number 2. Good rip down the line there. As soon as it fell in fair territory, it was pretty much guaranteed extra bases. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Hammered down the right field line for a base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Makes it to second base with 2 gone. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make.
Your turn right here. Drive him in.
This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. If you want your soda with a little extra crunch, reach for a cold can of Big Kale. A refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark. Ripped into the outfield. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's headed to third. The relay. The tag. Out. Nice hitting by the batter, but great defense and a big swing and momentum getting the tag out at third base. That is a lift for the pitcher. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Jones. That one ripped into right center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Around second now, going for third. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Huge effort at the dish. Jones with 5 hits last time out. Simply amazing. All eyes on this standout prospect today. It's the Somerset Patriots and the Portland Sea Dogs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Jones, the next to hit. A lot of clutch hitting recently, averaging more than 2 RBI per game in the last 10. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Turned on, but foul wide of third. At the belt, kicks and delivers. Gets a piece, stays alive. Oh-2, rocks and fires. This one is labeled. And that gets down in the corner. Around second, on the way to third. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you a knock. Runner at second with nobody out.
Number 11.
Jones doubled home a run the first time at bat. And it stays fair. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores on that one. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Hard hit, right side, whips it to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the
number
fifth.
12, Max Ferguson.
Top of the sixth,
Leading
digging in for the
Somerset,
Patriots,
the
Jace
fielder,
Avina.
Jace Avina.
Line drive, base hit. Around first and heading for second. Not stopping, he's headed to third.
Cut forward, cut forward.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Good solid contact on that hit and even better placement. These days when the ball gets hit to center, you almost expect that center fielder to run it down and make the catch. This next at bat looms very large.
Get out.
That's a base hit. One run comes across. Another run scores. The run scores all the way from first.
Right there.
The tag at third, and he is out. And they are happy. Obviously, he was a big piece of their... Jones getting locked in, leading his... One down. Here's the center fielder, Jace Avina.
Jace Avina.
And that one hammered. This one's back there. And that one is out of here. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they lead it. It's 1-0. Man on at first, Jones. Now at the plate. Coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven. Dives for the bag, out. Double play. One hit in the inning. Is kudzu driving you crazy? Are creeping figs driving you to creeping madness? Are you stuck in the weeds? Then you need to call hack and slash. This one is labeled. Bangs off the wall. He turns and heads for second. Into second easily with a leadoff double. That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to hammer. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. Coming off a big one yesterday, knocked in 5 runs.
Foul ball.
And a base hit right there. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. 1 for 2.
You got that one.
And base hit. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Hey, nice rip.
Now batting, first baseman.
2 outs and a runner at first.
Now batting,
stepping to the plate now
11.
for Portland, Jones. A laser into the outfield. And that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors. So digging in, Hans Montero. The Patriots down to their last strike. This one hit to second might be it. That'll end the evening's action. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. One down. And now the center fielder, Jones. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. And there's a hit. Next to hit, Jace Avina.
The center fielder, Jace Avina.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lines this one to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab.
Batting 8, the catcher.
So 2 down. Jones
Now
digs
batting,
in now.
number
1 for
11.
1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hard ground ball, base hit. And that extends the inning. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. It's the large lad burgers big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. That one ripped into right center. It's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Round second, going for third. The relay, the tag, and he's out trying for 3. Nice hitting by the batter, but great defense and a big swing and momentum getting the tag out at third base. That is a lift for the pitcher.
Now batting.
1 out and the bases
11.
are empty. Here's the center fielder, Jones. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. He's just unconscious at the plate these days. Another big game here. Might have
fielder,
wanted more
number 11,
launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. This one is labeled. And a superb diving catch. That's an absolute gut punch for the hitter. That one looked for sure like it was going to fall in. Great defense. Jones had some solid production in the win. A 4-hit ball game, always impressive. Jones comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. LaGrange, just 21 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
No one better. Clutch up right here.
That's a hit. The throw wide at first. Both runners are safe. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked.
Hey, your turn now. No one better.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. One gone, runner at first.
Batting,
digging in at the
11.
dish for the Sea Dogs, Jones.
Nice rip,
Base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. On a line to center. Racing over to make the catch.
Now batting.
Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Jones. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Smoked on the ground to second. And that's the inning. One runner left stranded. They do still lead, however. It's 6-5. Two away here, nobody on. And now the right fielder, Grant Richardson.
Richardson.
On a line for a base hit. Around first and digging for second. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Sea Dogs on top here, 6-5. Two away and a runner in scoring position here. Jones will hit next. This chance at some insurance runs is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. They'll always steer you in the right direction. Swing and a drive.
Go, ball. Go, 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 go.
Hits the base of the wall. The run comes in from second. And they take a 3-run lead. Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Great swing. Everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. One out and 2 on. Hans Montero, the next to hit.
Montero.
Skies this one to center. Jones.
4.
Brings it in for the out. Runners tag up from second and third. Safe. He beats it. It's 8-6.
Now batting.
Nice team-first approach on that sacrifice fly. Good attitude for any minor leaguer to emulate. Jones comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. Jones getting ready to hit, looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 of 5 in that one.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
Foul ball there. Out in front, ripped foul. Dives, but it's off the glove. In to score from third. You're out. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Jones now at the plate. A big game last night. 4 hits in that one. And it stays fair. Around second on his way to third. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. And he's out.
On the tag, he's out.
Now batting.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
Now batting,
Jones,
11.
1 for 2.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
And he makes the catch. Are you kidding me right now? Terrific play on the dive, and you know the team is fired up after that one. Always nice to see your teammate putting everything on the line. If you're looking for a new scent that makes you think of the ballpark, turn to Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. New options include fresh cut grass, pine tar, and hot dog water. Gets down, base hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Here comes the throw. The tag, out! Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. Runner at first. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Jones. Now a laser to second, but caught for the out. No runs, 1 hit. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Rafael Flores. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. Chance at a triple. At third now with 1 away. That's a triple. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. That's a clean, efficient swing he showcased right there. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jones. Save opportunity right here. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Grant Richardson. 0 for 4 on a pair of strikeouts and a pair of groundouts. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. He swings and fouls one off. Jones is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the ball game. The Sea Dogs keep it rolling, 7 straight victories. Digging in at the
Batting
dish for the
third,
Sea
the
Dogs,
center fielder,
Jones.
number 11.
Runners at first and second and nobody out. The defense will need to be sharp here. This one is labeled. It's off the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Great rip on that one to the full side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. And it goes just foul. Runner at second, 2 down. That one ripped into right center.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And it's out of here. A 2-run shot. 73rd home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Nobody on with one out. And the next batter, JT Schwartz.
JT Schwartz.
This one is labeled. Bangs off the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Jones.
11.
He's already homered in this ball game.
Laser!
And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really
11.
seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Wallops this one out towards right center. And that's a homer. Blasted that one out of here. 74th home run of the season. His second of the night. And they add on. It's 9-1. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. Jones, now in very select. Jones, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jones, coming off a good one, 4 for 4 yesterday. Swing and a drive.
Get, ball, get.
And that ball's out of here. Made them pay for that one. Home run number 75 on the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Runner at first, 1 away. Jones, already a solo homer in this one. that's a base hit. Lead runner turns at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Bashes this one to deep left center. That's got a chance. Out of here. Goes the opposite way with that one. A solo shot. And they're on the board. It's a 2-1 game. I'm really impressed by the effort out there in center field. He really laid it on the line, trying to bring it back and rob the homer, but just couldn't quite do it. One out and the bases are empty. And now
11.
the center fielder, Jones. He's already gone yard in this game. And that's a base hit. The tying run is aboard. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. If a sergeant's trying to make you put up their platoon in your house, show them you mean business. Call the Third Amendment experts at Benson, Looper, and James today. Swing and a high fly to left. It's pretty far back. Out number one on the ground. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Jones. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. That one ripped into right center. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Around second now, going for third. The relay throw. And he's out.
Right there. He's there.
Big lift for the defense, tagging out the potential go-ahead run, trying to stretch a double into a triple. He would have been in scoring position if he'd stopped at second. Bases are empty with two away. The designated hitter getting ready to hit. On a line for a base hit. A two-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Jones, the next inning. 4 for 4 with a homer, a double, and a pair of singles. Just missing the triple for the cycle. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Ortiz, 29 years old, a former first-rounder back in 2014. And it's into the gap. Around first, hustling for two. In safely with a double, second of the day.
Be safe.
3 extra base hits in this game now. He's sending that. Jones made big contributions in the loss. A 5-hit performance, including a homer. Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. Jones with 5 hits last time out. Simply amazing. All eyes on this standout prospect today. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Jones. 5 for 5 yesterday. A fun watch in that one.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Runner at first, 1 away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
And now, Luis De Los Santos.
The third baseman.
No score here in the second inning.
De Los Santos.
This one is labeled. Can't get there. That should be extra bases.
Relay.
Round second, going for third. The relay. The tag, and he's out trying for three. As he came around first, it looked like he'd have a good shot at three, but superb work in the outfield to track it down, then a great relay to get the out. With attractive interest rates and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is the bank you can trust. Ask for Spencer. Jones, 0 for 1. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. Bases loaded with one away. Now the left fielder, Matt Rudick. Line drive to center.
Yes, relay.
Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded, and still only one away. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. Jones, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and the batter reaches safely.
The catcher, number 39.
1 out and 2 on.
Now
Next to
batting,
hit,
number
Jones.
11.
1 for 3. Hard on the ground to first. To second, there's one. Double play. Boy, they cannot seem to break through. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. Jones, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in RBI. 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Simon Juan.
Number 24, Simon Juan.
And the 1-1. Liner, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the right fielder.
So digging in, Jones.
Batting third, the
Lot
center
of clutch
fielder,
hitting
number
recently.
11.
More than an RBI per game over the last 10. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Out. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. 1 out and the base is empty.
Number 11.
Jones, 0 for 1 so far. Rips one to right. And there's 2 away. My goodness, did he ever rip that fastball.
Now
Just a
batting,
bit unlucky
number
that
11.
it didn't drop in. Better luck next time. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one. 4th home run of the series. And they add on. It's 3-1. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. 1 out, runner at second
Now
base.
batting,
Jones
number 11.
will hit next. Already a homer for him in this one. And there's a hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. And he's clearly locked
The
in
first
after
baseman,
yet
number
another
12.
hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Luis de
Now
los
batting,
Santos
third
digs in
baseman,
now.
Luis de los Santos.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Hits the fence. Around first and heading for second. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. Not many hitters can make
Now
that kind of
batting,
contact
number
on balls in
23.
that location. huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day. Jones, such an exciting talent, already making an impact. He's not just playing well, he's showing all the signs of a future superstar. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Jones, homered last night, added another hit as well. On the ground, right side, picks it up. Whips it to first. One gone.
Batting fourth.
We head back to the top of the lineup. At the plate, Wyatt Young. Man at second with 2 down. Fly ball, right field. Jones. That ends the inning and limits the damage. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. Here's the center fielder, Jones. So clutch, arguably the team's MVP this year. And that's a fair ball. Lead runners around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. This one is labeled. It's carrying. And he catches it. Oh, my! Terrific play on the dive, and you know the team is fired up after that one. Always nice to see your teammate putting everything on the line. Runner at second here and one away. Jones,
now batting,
1 for 2.
Number 11.
Wallops this one out towards right center.
Get up. Throw some legs.
And you can forget it. Made them pay for that one. Up to 5 homers in the series. And they add on. It's 4-1. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? Then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium, the experts for all your vermin needs. Liner right at him in center. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut. We're back here at the ballpark. And here at the plate, Matt Rudick. Lined into left center for a base hit. Around first and digging for second. Here comes the throw. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. He was a difference maker for them in this one. Jones, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in RBI. So 2 down. Stepping in, Jones. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Oh, 1 now. And it finds its way through for a hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A frozen rope. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Onyx.
Runner at first with one gone.
Now batting,
Next to bat for the Sea Dogs, Jones. And a base hit right there. Lead runner stops at second. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Blasted that one out of here. A solo blast. The 6th of the series. And they add on. It's 3-0. Runner at first. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Jones. And a base hit. Round second headed for third. Coming to the plate. Relay throw home. Not in time. Runner safe. And a run comes in to score. And he's out. Cut down. We're back here at the ballpark. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Here's the second baseman, William Lugo. This out to center. It's pretty deep. One up, one down. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. Jones was just terrific for them in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver. Jones comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. So 2 down. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games. That one is absolutely pummeled. Does it have the distance? That one is gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 1-0. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. To the bottom of the first we go. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Torres.
Jose Torres.
Out towards left center. And there's one down.
Batting second, the right fielder, Robert.
Welcome back to Hartford, top of the fourth inning.
The center fielder, number 11.
And there's a hit. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Welcome back. The Yard Goats at the dish in the bottom of the fourth.
The first baseman, Chris Bryant.
Liner to center. Racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Keston.
2 outs, bases empty.
Now batting,
Jones.
number 11.
Already a homer for him in this one. Liner right at him in center. Last half of the fifth coming up, the Sea Dog. And now the shortstop, Jose Torres. Now the 1-2 pitch. That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Really loud contact there, and it goes back to what I'd been saying about thinking up the middle. Right off the bat, that one had a good chance of becoming a hit. Nice AB. Jones, the next to hit. He's already homered in this ball game. This one's smoked out to left. One away. And he was all over that heater. A grain or two lower on the ball, and it's still flying, and he's got to jog around the bases. Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ball game. Great effort at the plate. Jones with a remarkable season so far. So digging in, Jones. Really strong hitting performance recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in the last 5. Foul ball there. The 0-1 from the lefty. That one's socked to left field. Out of here. Made them pay for that one. 80th home run of the season. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-0. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer half, but he kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. The pitch. This one is labeled. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. Relay, throw home. Crosses the plate, and they trail by only 1. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Nice compact bat path on that swing, and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Left field getting pretty deep.
Get out of here, ball. Get out of here.
One hops off the wall. Might be trouble here. One runs in. Coming to the plate. Relay throw. The tag out. Great effort by the base runner to slide in a way that put the pressure on the catcher, who had to make an excellent tag to get the out. Catcher comes away with the win this time. This one is labeled. Pulls it in, 2 away. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Really strong swing there, and he might have thought he'd hit a homer right off the bat. Not quite enough for it, but I'm sure he's happy enough with the automatic double. 1 out and the bases are empty. Stepping to the plate now for Portland, Jones. Bashes this one to deep left center. It one-hops off the wall, could be trouble. Into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Now a chance for Jones. 4 for 4 with a home run and 3 doubles. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Liner caught at second. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of runners left aboard. 6, 7, and 8 hitters scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. Portland ahead in this game, 6-3. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Trevor. Move.
Swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Around first and heading for second. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Jones will not stop hitting bombs. Bottom of the 9th. Well, it's a 1-run ball game. And now at the plate, Cole Carrick. 1 for 3.
Cole Carrick.
That one finds the zone.
0-1.
Just missed.
Off the plate.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To third, collects. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Chris Bryant. And that's outside. Grounder to first. Kicks foul. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Home team down by 1. On the ground to the right side, Cespedes. Whips it to first. Only 1 out remaining. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Keston Hira. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Ball game. Jones with some outstanding relief work in the win. Pitched a clean inning for the save. Jones now at the plate.
Keep it going. Clutch up for us right here.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 11.
Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they lead it. It's 2-0. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. So 2 on and 2 out. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Kyle Karros. This one is labeled. That's back there.
Cut.
Leaping, brought it back. A lot of room in the center field area, and that's why there was a chance to run it down and make a great play. Good leap at the fence, robs the home run to end the inning. Today's game is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. If your livestock success is moving down, you need MCCI. Jones, he's already homered in this ballgame. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. A solo blast. Second home run of the game. And they add on. It's 3-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Here's the center fielder, Jones.
11.
This one in the air, center field. It's back. Brings it in for the out. Runner tags at second and makes it up to third with 1 away. So 2 on and 2 out. Now at the plate, Jones.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here, kid.
Yeah, you got that one.
And that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play. It's 11-4. Relay to third. In there safely.
No, he's safe.
And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. And here's the catcher, A.J. Lewis.
The catcher, A.J. Lewis.
Here's the 1-2 offering. This one is labeled. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. Relay, throw home. Comes across to score. It's 11-5. We're back here at the ballpark. On to the next inning. Digging in at the dish for the Sea Dogs, Jones. Agnos stands at 6 foot even, 24 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2022. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's a 12-5 ball game. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day. Jones went yard 3 times last game. With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Erie Seawolves and the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch coming your way next. Jones will hit next.
The center fielder.
A lot of clutch
11.
hitting recently. 6 RBIs over the last 5 games. And that one hammered. It's carrying. And that one's off the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. But they hold it to just the 1-out single. Nice work to get the ball back in quickly. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway. One out and the bases are empty. And now the center fielder, Brady Allen. And his contact ability against lefties is stellar at this level, but righties are giving him some significant issues this season. 1-2 pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Can't squeeze it. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Chance at a triple. Relay to third. In there safely.
No, he's in there.
Batting ninth, the right fielder.
Well, he had to cover a lot of ground to try and reel that one in, but once he got there, he just couldn't quite make the grab. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. That's some textbook batting. Found a pitch in the heart of the zone, held back just a hair longer, and then he stepped through it and ripped it the opposite way. This one is labeled.
Get out of here. Come on, get out of here.
And that is a foul ball. Hard hit, could be extra bases. Round second headed for third. And here comes the runner. Relay, throw home. The tag and safe. And it's 4-0. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Nobody on with one out. Digging in for the Seawolves, Justice Bigby. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. That's such a frustrating line out. It sure looked like they were going to have the potential tying run on base, but it was not to be. All set for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. Came through in the clutch earlier in this one, and they'd love to see a similar approach here. Stay up the middle and try to get the barrel on the ball. Wallops this one out towards right center. It's got a chance. Snags it on the warning track. Off the bat, I thought he had a round tripper, but that wind blowing in from center knocked it down.
Ferguson.
One down. Base is empty here in the 9th.
Shortstop, Danny Soretti.
Hit hard on a line. Can't get there. That should be extra bases.
Relay, hit me. Relay.
Round second, going for third. In there safe. The tying run's at third with a triple. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Jones had some solid production in the win. Collected 3 hits. Jones has been absolutely phenomenal this season. He's turning heads at the plate. It's the Erie Seawolves and the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Digging in for the Seawolves, number 21.
Pacheco.
Here's the 1-2 offering. Out to center. 2 away. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. And now the center fielder, Jones. Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 5 homers in the last 5 games. Smoke to shortstop, but caught. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. With only 1 ATM available, you can be sure your PIN is secure. Join MSECU today. Dives for it, got it, makes the play. Terrific play on the dive, and you know the team is fired up after that one. Always nice to see your teammate putting everything on the line. All set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now Jones.
The center fielder, number 11.
Could be trouble for the defense. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Great swing. Everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. And a run scores on the double play. They may have scored 1 there, but with the bases loaded and nobody out, that may have cost them a chance at scoring multiple runs in the inning. That double play could be a real blow to their momentum. Hit hard on a line. Makes the play. That's out number 2. My goodness, did he ever rip that fastball. Just a bit unlucky that it didn't drop in. Better luck next time. One gone, runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Erie, Max Anderson. This one is labeled. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. But it's offline. It's 4-1. Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw to first, and they get the out. This wasn't his best. Jones, the top prospect in the league, is ready. Here's the center fielder, Brady Allen.
For Erie, the center fielder, number 4, Brady Allen.
Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Smooth swing on that pitch. He connected out front and rattled it into the outfield. That's the kind of swing you want to replicate. And that extends the inning. This broadcast is sponsored by Blank's Disposal Services, specializing in unusual trash needs. Their white glove service means it'll be like nothing was ever there. That one hammered center field. It's pretty deep. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Jones. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey, clutch up. Your turn right here.
Wallops this one out towards right center. And it hits the fence. One locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Jones.
Number 11.
Came through in the clutch earlier in this one, and I'd love to see a similar approach here. Stay up the middle and try to get the barrel on the ball.
Heck what?
Runner on base to start the inning.
Now batting the first.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder,
batting,
Jones.
number 11.
3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's ripped to left. Fair ball. Around first and heading for second. That's a double. Makes it a 4-hit game. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Jones really stood out in Jones comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of... Stepping to the plate now for
Leading
Portland,
off tonight,
Jones.
the center fielder, number 11.
Liner snagged at first. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. Back to the top of the order here. Coming up to the dish for Portland, Jones. 0 for